September 7th, 1979. That was the first day I started working at the Ark. I just completed college and recently moved to Montour Falls. People told me the Ark had just opened a sheltered workshop and I should apply. I had a vague memory from my high school years of the kids who went to special classes. I remembered a girl who attended those classes and rode my bus. The other kids gave her a hard time. I felt bad and wanted to be her friend, but I got busy with my own life and moved away. Working at the Ark opened my eyes to so many things. I was first hired as an outreach worker to meet with families and tell them about the Ark. Each had their unique stories about what it was like to have a child with a developmental disability, but always there was a common thread. If your child had a disability, then your family was on their own, and at that time without the benefit of public school. Or you were told you could send your child to live at a state institution far away. These stories were painful. There were so many families with a similar story. I knew something was wrong, but what could I do? I soon realized that the parent-led ARC movement was going to change things, and I wanted to be part of it. Bonnie Baker was my true inspiration. Bonnie and her husband Merle have 2 children with disabilities. In 1980, she, our then executive director Jim Wilson, and I made a trip to what was called Craig Developmental Center in Saguenay, New York. Today you may know of it as Groveland Correctional Facility. Over 2,000 people with disabilities were living there when we visited. The place had many of the same characteristics you would expect to see in a prison: locked doors, group shower rooms, the smell of an institution. The purpose of our visit was to meet the people living there. New York State wanted to close these institutions. They said they would help us open group homes for local families if half the people who also lived there were moved from a state institution. On the ride home, Jim asked us, "Do you think we can provide the services the people we met would need?" Bonnie very matter-of-factly said,
"No one should ever have to live in an institution."
That was it. I knew something could happen to provide people with disabilities a better life and for families to have better choices. My career path became clearer. And here I am 40 years later with so many things to be thankful for. I've been able to be part of the lives of so many wonderful people with disabilities who were given a new chance to experience life in a way not previously open to them. I have developed a great respect for the families who have given their all to see that their children could have a good life. I am thankful to have been able to meet so many great volunteers and community members who are staunch advocates and are dedicated to help out in support of our cause. And I am proud to have had a part in the growth and development in other young people who, like me in 1979, got involved in the ARC movement as staff, friends, and advocates on behalf of people with disabilities. Great things have been accomplished, but we can't lose sight that there are still many people with disabilities who need encouragement and support to be included in everyday life as respected citizens. I have great hope for the future because of the people I have known and the new people I come in contact with every day who are committed to shaping a better world and a future for all.